Welcome everyone. We were discussing the steps of Krebs cycle. In the last class we have seen how by oxidative decarboxylation here the pyruvic acid has converted into acetyl coenzyme A, and this acetyl coenzyme A has entered into the Krebs cycle. How it has entered? It has combined, this acetyl coenzyme A has combined with oxaloacetic acid. So this 2 carbon compound has combined with 4 carbon compound, that is oxaloacetic acid, and a product was formed which is called as which is nothing but citric acid. The first product which is formed during this reaction is citric acid. That is why this cycle, the Krebs cycle, is also called as citric acid cycle. Now this is the first reaction which we have seen already in a previous video, that is an acetyl coenzyme A has combined with oxaloacetic acid and it has formed citric acid. Along with the citric acid, coenzyme A is also released, that is coenzyme A. Here coenzyme A was there now. So here now with the formation of the citric acid, this coenzyme A has been released. So what is formed at the end of the first reaction? We have got citric acid and a molecule of coenzyme A. So here now the enzyme which helped in this reaction is citrate synthetase. The enzyme which helped in this reaction, the first reaction, where a 2 carbon compound was changed into a 4 carbon compound. The name of the enzyme is citrate synthetase. The name of the enzyme is citrate synthetase. So the first stable compound which we find in this cycle is citric acid. Now what happens is the citric acid is again changed into a isomer. The citric acid in the second reaction, citric acid is changed into its isomer, that is isocitrate. So here the citric acid in the second reaction, citric acid changes into isocitrate. Citric acid changes into isocitrate. So this is isomerization reaction. So this here the citric acid is changing into its isomer, that is isocitrate. So the enzyme which help is aconitase. So which reaction? Isomerization. It is isomerization reaction where this citric acid is changed into isocitrate. The same, but it is an isomer of this citric acid. What is isomer? Citrate. Isocitrate is the isomer of citric acid. So what is happening? Only its citric acid is changing into its isomer, that is isocitrate, with the help of the enzyme aconitase. So which reaction this is? Isomerization reaction. Now this is the second reaction. What happens? Citric acid changes into isocitric acid or isocitrate, which is an isomer. Now what happens? This isocitric acid will further change into alpha ketoglutaric acid. So what happens during this third reaction? In the third reaction, when we see this third reaction, this isocitrate will change into what? Here another compound, that is alpha ketoglutaric acid. It changes into alpha ketoglutaric acid. This is a carboxylation reaction. Here decarboxylation take place. In this reaction now decarboxylation take place. What take place? Decarboxylation. So what happens during decarboxylation? A molecule of carbon dioxide is released. A molecule of carbon dioxide is released. So here this isocitric acid or isocitrate, one and the same, this isocitrate or isocitric acid, it undergoes reaction, and during the presence of isocitrate dehydrogenase, isocitric acid has changed into alpha ketoglutarate acid. So the enzyme which is helping during this reaction is isocitrate dehydrogenase. The enzyme which is helping during this reaction is isocitrate dehydrogenase. And what product is formed is, the major product which is formed is alpha ketoglutarate acid. And as I said you, it is a decarboxylation reaction. So what is happening during this reaction? That is, a molecule of carbon dioxide is released. A molecule of carbon dioxide is formed. Okay, and two things. What is the product of this one? So alpha that is alpha ketoglutarate acid is formed, carbon dioxide is released, and the third thing which happened during this reaction is here NAD has been reduced to NADH plus H plus. During this reaction, three things are taking place. The first thing is isocitric acid or isocitrate with the help of the enzyme isocitrate dehydrogenase is isocitrate with the help of this enzyme isocitrate dehydrogenase is changing into alpha ketoglutarate acid. This is the first thing which is happening. Okay, when this is formed, here two more things are taking place. One, during this a molecule of carbon dioxide has been released, and the third thing, here NAD has been reduced to NADH plus H plus. So here this one, this isocitrate or isocitric acid has changed to alpha ketoglutarate acid. First, citric acid changed to its isomer, that is isocitric acid or isocitrate. This isocitric acid is again changing into alpha ketoglutarate acid with the release of a carbon dioxide, and NADH is changing into NADH plus H plus. So three things. This is the first thing, this is the second thing, and this is the third thing. So when this reacted with the help of this enzyme isocitrate dehydrogenase, so three things happened. The first, alpha ketoglutarate acid, second is release of carbon dioxide, and the third is NAD plus is reduced to NADH plus H plus. These reactions are very important. I already mentioned in the previous video, this Krebs cycle is very important from the examination point of view. So you will get this question out of this glycolysis or Krebs cycle. One question you will get in 8 marks, for 8 marks. Either glycolysis or either Krebs cycle for 8 marks. So that is why I am repeating this, and that is reactions many times. Learn properly, don't get confused in this one, and write properly because it carries 8 marks. These reactions carries 8 marks. So here in the third reaction, isocitrate or isocitric acid is changing into alpha ketoglutarate acid. Now here one more thing which we need to remember here is, what is happening is isocitrate is a 6 carbon compound. Isocitrate is a 6 carbon compound. Now this isocitrate has changed into alpha ketoglutarate acid. So what happened here is, this alpha ketoglutarate acid is a 5 carbon compound. So what happened? The 6 carbon compound has been reduced, that is has been changed to 5 carbon compound. See here, 2 carbon compound, 4 carbon compound. They combined, they condensed and formed, and they changed into isocitric, is that a citric acid. It is a 6 carbon compound. Okay, the 6 carbon compound changed to its isomer, isocitric acid or isocitrate, and this isocitric acid, which is also a 6 carbon compound, it has changed to alpha ketoglutarate acid. Now this is a 5 carbon compound. Okay, this was 6 carbon compound and it has changed to 5 carbon compound. So this what happened during this third reaction of Krebs cycle. Now moving on to this fourth reaction. What happened? This alpha keto glutaric acid. In the fourth reaction, alpha ketoglutaric acid has changed to another compound, that is succinyl coenzyme A. It has changed to another compound which is called as succinyl coenzyme A with the help of the enzyme alpha ketodehydrogenase. Here in this reaction, alpha ketoglutaric acid has changed into succinyl coenzyme A with the help of the enzyme alpha ketodehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase is the enzyme which is changing this alpha ketoglutaric acid to succinyl coenzyme A. And during this process, one more thing which is happening is another molecule of carbon dioxide is released. A molecule of carbon dioxide is released and one NAD plus has changed to NADH plus H plus. Here you see this alpha ketoglutaric acid has changed into another compound, that is succinyl coenzyme A. So during this reaction, with the help of this alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase, here a molecule of carbon dioxide is released during this process and NAD plus is reduced to NADH plus H plus. So during this fourth reaction, alpha ketoglutaric acid has changed to succinyl coenzyme A. Now remember, this alpha ketoglutaric acid is a 4-carbon compound. Now here decarboxylation has occurred. In this, carbon dioxide has been released. Now with the release of this 1 carbon dioxide, this 5-carbon compound will again change into a 4-carbon compound. With the release of carbon dioxide during this decarboxylation process, where alpha ketoglutaric acid is changed to succinyl coenzyme A with the help of the enzyme alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase, and it is changing into succinyl coenzyme A. So along with this, what is happening? A molecule of carbon dioxide is released and NAD plus is reduced to NADH plus H plus. So 5-carbon compound has changed into a 4-carbon compound. Now this product which we get is succinyl coenzyme A, carbon dioxide and NADH plus H plus. So this happened during this 4th reaction. Now coming to this 5th reaction, we will see in another video.